Leeds faithful, brace yourselves. What's happening, you beautiful white supporters? Listen up, because your boy's got 3 absolutely mental stories that just dropped about our beloved Leeds United. And trust me, you're gonna want to sit down for this one. We're talking about a brutal rejection that's gonna make your blood boil, a transfer coup that could change everything, and a free agent bombshell that Tottenham are trying to steal from right under our noses. I'm not kidding when I say these 3 stories are connected in ways that will blow your mind. But before we dive into this madness, smash that like button. If you're ready for some proper Leeds United drama, drop a comment telling me what position you think we need most. And if you haven't already, subscribe, because we're about to serve up the hottest takes in football. The goalkeeper situation is absolutely chaos. There's a midfielder who could be the signing of the century, and an England international is available for free, but we're in a proper scrap for him. Are you ready to find out which Ligue 1 star just gave us the cold shoulder and chose our championship rivals instead? Because this first story is gonna make every single one of you lot absolutely furious. The rejection that's got Elland Road fuming. Right, Leeds faithful, let me tell you about Marcin Bulka. Remember that name because it's about to make your blood pressure skyrocket. This Polish goalkeeper has just delivered the most disrespectful snub to our beautiful club, and honestly, it's got me absolutely raging. Here's what's happened. We all know Ilan Meslier is practically packing his bags for Turkey with Mourinho's Fenerbahce sniffing around, right? So Fark and the lads have been frantically searching for a replacement, and Bulka seemed like the perfect fit, a 25-year-old international keeper from Nice who's available this summer. But get this, according to L'Equipe, when our recruitment team made their inquiries, Bulka Bahastapar basically turned his nose up at us. The report says he wasn't enamored by the idea of joining Leeds. Can you believe the audacity? We're back in the Premier League. We've got one of the most passionate fan bases in world football, and this lad thinks he's too good for Elland Road. And here's the part that'll really wind you up. While he's rejecting us, he's apparently in active talks with Sunderland. Yes, you heard that right, Sunderland, a championship club. The same Sunderland that's been bouncing between divisions while we've been building something special under Fark. Galatasaray have also made inquiries, so maybe he's holding out for Turkey. But the fact that he'd even consider the Black Cats over us is absolutely mental. This is the kind of disrespect that should fuel us for the entire season. But you know what? Leeds faithful? Sometimes the players who reject us aren't the ones we need anyway. Because while Bulka's busy playing hard to get, we've got other irons in the fire that could end up being absolute game changers. Speaking of game changers, wait until you hear about the midfielder who could be our secret weapon next season. Leeds faithful, forget about that goalkeeper drama for a second, because I've got news about a player who could be the difference between Premier League survival and relegation, and the experts are calling it a potential coup. Meet Noah Siddiqui, a 20-year-old defensive midfielder from Union Saint-Gilloise who's been absolutely tearing up the Belgian Pro League. This lad helped his team win their first league title in 90 years and was named in the division's Team of the Year at 20 years old. Now here's where it gets interesting. We're talking about an £8.5 million bid for this kid. And according to European transfer expert Seb Stafford-Bloor from The Athletic, signing Siddiqui would be a coup for a newly promoted team. Those are the words every Leeds fan wants to hear. But what makes this lad so special? Listen to this description. He's a sturdy, dependable ball winner, but an artisan in possession with a cultured passing range. Sounds exactly like what we need next to Ampadu and Tanaka, doesn't it? The expert says he's one of those non-punta 8s without a fixed leeway, the kind of player who adapts to whatever the game demands. And get this, for a 20-year-old, Siddiqui has already racked up almost 9,000 career minutes across over 140 games. That's mental for someone his age. He's played central midfield, defensive midfield, full-back, wing-back, and even centre-back in a back 3. Talk about versatility. The best part? We were originally competing with Lyon for his signature, but guess what happened to Lyon? They just got relegated to League 2. Suddenly, Premier League Leeds United looks a lot more attractive than French second division, doesn't it? Yorkshire Evening Post says the interest is real, even if they're playing down the bid rumours. But Belgian media are backing Siddiqui to leave Union SG this summer, and with Lyon out of the picture, we might just have a clear run at one of Europe's most promising young midfielders. Imagine having Jakob Bijol marshalling our defense and Noah Siddiqui controlling our midfield. That's the kind of foundation that could keep us in the Premier League for years to come. But hold on to your hats, because the third story is about to blow your minds. We're talking about an England international who's available for free, but Tottenham are trying to gazump us. Right, Leeds faithful, this is where things get absolutely mental. While we're splashing cash on centre-backs and chasing Belgian wonder kids, there's an England international sitting there available for free, and every big Premier League club is circling like vultures. Kyle Walker-Peters has just confirmed he's leaving Southampton after their relegation, posting an emotional goodbye on Instagram that had Saints fans in tears. But here's the kicker. Leeds United.news have been told that contact has already been made between our club and Walker-Peters or his entourage. This lad isn't just any player. He's got bags of Premier League experience, England caps, and he can play anywhere across the back line. Left back, right back, wing back. Exactly the kind of versatility Farke loves. And he's available for absolutely nothing because Southampton are going back down to the Championship. But here's where it gets tasty. We're not alone in this chase. Everton, West Ham, and his former club Tottenham are all sniffing around, and Thomas Frank at Spurs is apparently very interested in bringing him back because he'd count as a homegrown player for their Champions League campaign. Can you imagine losing out on a free transfer England international to Tottenham? The same Tottenham that's been a mess for years while we've been building something special under Farke. This is exactly the kind of signing that could make or break our Premier League return. Think about it. We still need a left back, cover at fullback, and Walker-Peters solves both problems in one signing. No transfer fee, just wages, and we get a player who knows the Premier League inside and out. This is the moment where the 49ers and our recruitment team need to show some ambition. While other clubs are dithering about, we should be getting this deal done. Walker-Peters knows he'd get regular game time at Elland Road, he knows our fans would absolutely worship him, and he knows he'd be part of something special. Leeds faithful, these three stories tell us everything we need to know about where we are right now. Yeah, some players like Bolka might think they're too good for us, but you know what? We don't need players who don't want to be here. What we do have is the chance to sign genuine quality like Noah Siddiqui, a player experts say would be a coup. We've got the opportunity to land an England international in Walker-Peters for free, and we've already shown our ambition by bringing in Xhaka Bijol to shore up our defense. This summer is about building a squad that can not just survive in the Premier League, but thrive. Every rejection like Bulka's should motivate us, every potential signing like Siddiqui should excite us, and every free agent battle like Walker-Peters should show us that we're back where we belong, fighting with the big boys. So here's my question for you, beautiful white supporters. Which of these three stories has got you most excited? Are you raging about the Bulka rejection, buzzing about the Siddiqui possibility, or desperate to see us beat Spurs to Walker-Peters? Drop your thoughts in the comments, give this video a massive like if you want to see more Leeds United content, and make sure you're subscribed because the transfer window is just getting started and we're going to be all over every single story, MOT.